For Darren Collison, Los Angeles couldn't be more home. He grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, then played college basketball at UCLA before being drafted into the NBA. And now, in his 5th year as a professional basketball player, his career has brought him back home as a member of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Everything is good. My family's out here, friends out here. You know, this is where I grew up. I'm very blessed. I was pretty excited. You know, it fit all the requirements that I was asking for out of the team. You know, I think this was a great opportunity to win a championship first. Great coaching staff, you know, great chemistry of guys, and I thought it was great to have a support system. You know, being at home.
Collison attended Etiwanda High School, just 50 miles east of Staples Center, where his numbers retired, hanging in the gym in which his competitive nature was fostered.
Single one across against us. You gotta love it. That's an adversity. They hate you. You gotta love it.
He was really crafty with the ball. He was quick. He has good fundamentals. And I think the thing that stood out the most about Darren was his competitiveness. He's one of those, you know, coaches, we hate losing more than we enjoy winning. And I think as a young player, Darren was that way. I mean, he hated to lose. He was very competitive, and that's what stood out the most about him.
I'm competitive, and I love it. I mean, I would have like a million guys sitting there waiting at home, marking their calendars, playing to get to Etiwanda, knowing they got to play against me. I mean, that's the thing. I love it. I love for that.
And 6-foot senior guard, number 2, he's on his way to UCLA, Darren Collison.
The game that stands out the most to me probably is against Taft, his junior year. And Jordan Farmar was a senior at Taft, and Darren was a junior at Etiwanda, and it was a state tournament, quarterfinal game. And Farmar came down and scored a bucket to put Taft up ahead. We inbounded the ball, Darren got it, went coast to coast, put up a floater at the buzzer and made a buzzer beater on the floater to beat Taft in the state playoffs. And I remember that probably stands out the most. You know, he's made so many spectacular plays. You know, it's just, we'd watch him in practice every day and just be amazed at the things that he did. And, you know, we were fortunate enough as coaches, you know, not just on game day did we see him perform, but even in practice every single day, you know, he would just amaze us with some of the things that he did. The neat thing about Darren is he always just stayed so humble. He's a team player. He was selfless, as he is now. You know, that's how he plays in the pros. He's a selfless player. He gets everybody involved. He's a team player, and he was that way in high school.
A starting point guard on most other teams in the league, Collison opted to come to the Clippers as a backup point guard, playing behind Chris Paul, but making his imprint on this team en route to a bigger goal.
I've done, believe it or not, a lot of research on, you know, the championship teams over the last several years, and you know, I asked myself, like, you know, why are some of the teams constantly in the race every single year? And I think, you know, if you look at some of the best players all the way down to the 15th guy, you know, it's all about sacrifice. You know, I thought Miami Heat was a prime example of sacrifice. You know, you bring 3 great players together, and they all had to sacrifice their talent. So, I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm on that type of level as far as elite status, but at the same time, you know, I am a starter, but I wanted to sacrifice my game to be on the championship team, and I think this is a perfect opportunity.